Thinking anxiously about the future, people forget about the present, so they do not live either in the present or for the sake of the future. They live as if they would never die, and when they do die, they realize that they have never lived. This is what the great Chinese philosopher Confucius wrote. And he is right. In pursuit of the hustle and bustle in the daily rush and frantic pace of life, we do not appreciate the simplest and most important things in our lives. Dreams that a bright future is about to come prevent us from being happy at the present moment. And the worst thing is that in this rat race, we forget about our family and friends, and they are the most precious things in our lives. In the city of Macaba, the capital of the Brazilian state of Amapá, an incredible story took place, and I will tell you this story today. One morning, Thais Montero, as usual, crossed the threshold of the school. Near her classroom, she saw an extraordinary sight. The kids were laughing and throwing balloons and bouquets of flowers. When Thais entered the classroom, she realized what was happening. That day, Amanda was celebrating her birthday. She was the brightest girl in the class. She was always in the spotlight anyway, since the girl's parents were very rich and did not refuse her anything. The best toys, the most modern gadgets, fashionable and stylish outfits, everything Amanda had was always the best. Therefore, her classmates always paid attention to her. And today was a special occasion as it was her birthday. The teacher did not even start the lesson on time because the girl's mother and father brought sweets so that the daughter could treat all the classmates. Amanda stood in the middle of the room with a happy smile and received congratulations, of which there were so many today. Everybody praised and complimented the girl, and she felt like a queen. "Your dress is just wonderful," the girls exclaimed, surrounding the birthday girl. "Look how it twirls," Amanda said proudly, then spun around. The dress whirled beautifully. "Tell us what else you got for your birthday," the classmates inquired. "Oh, I can't even remember all the gifts at once," Amanda boasted. "Well, for one, a tablet." "Congratulations," Thais said timidly, approaching her. "Thank you," the birthday girl said politely and pointed to the table. "Go help yourself to the cake." Thais went to the edge of the table and tasted a piece of cake. It was so delicious. Thais had never tasted anything like it in her life. But then the teacher ordered the class to finish eating and sit down at the desks. The school children slowly went to their places. Amanda announced that everyone was invited to her costume party after school. "Dress up and the winner will receive a cool prize for the best outfit," she added. Thais could not think of anything else. She imagined what a gorgeous holiday was awaiting her in the evening. The girl could not think about lessons at all, and she ignored everything that the teacher had said. Thais looked forward to the end of the last lesson and then ran home to share the amazing news with her mom and dad. She did not have much time to buy a gift and make a costume for herself. When she got home, Thais rushed to her mother, but her mother interrupted her and said, "Not right now, I need to talk to your father." The girl looked at her mother and saw that she was worried about something, and she was nervously holding some papers in her hands. The woman told her daughter to have dinner, and then she went up to her husband. Thais realized that something unpleasant was happening and decided to find out what was going on. Slowly approaching her parents' room, she started listening to their conversation. The parents spoke quietly, but she managed to hear some of it. It turned out that their family had big financial problems. They owed a lot of money, so they had nothing to pay for the education of their elder children, Theus's brother and sister. Tears ran down the girl's cheeks. She was well aware that there was simply nowhere to get the money for a costume party. Theus had just returned to the table when her mother entered the kitchen. "What was it that you wanted to talk about?" she asked her daughter. "Oh, it doesn't matter anymore," she answered, and ran out of the room so as not to reveal her tears. In the morning at school, everyone was talking only about one thing: Amanda's fantastic costume party the night before. It made an incredible impression on the children. Only the poor Thais was not at the party, but in 2 weeks she would have her own birthday. However, due to the difficult financial situation of their family, no one would celebrate this special day. Thais understood this perfectly, and the girl's heart was seized with pain and sorrow. After all, a birthday for every child is the most important holiday, which has a lot of gifts, a huge cake, and a fun party with friends. Unfortunately, not every family can afford such a celebration for their children. After all, there are so many people around us who have no money at all. The little Brazilian girl was quietly looking forward to this special day. She did not persuade her parents to allow her to invite guests. Thais knew that they simply did not have money for a party. But a child is still a child, and in the hope of a tiny miracle, she quietly asked her aunt to prepare at least a small cake for her. "I know it's not cheap," Taya said, "but I beg you, please, even a small one to fit a few candles on it." Her aunt said that she would try to think of something, and the girl hugged her tightly in appreciation. Their family did not throw birthday parties because they had nothing to offer guests. But this year, the girl was allowed to invite several girls. Teus was overjoyed. Her aunt fulfilled her promise and made a gorgeous cake. It was not tiny at all, but on the contrary, it was huge so that it would be enough for everyone. When Teus saw the guests and the beautifully laid table, she could not contain her emotions and cried. Her parents only just now realized that their little daughter had dreamed of such a holiday and that it was so important to her. Her mother posted photos from the girl's birthday on her social media page. Under the picture, she wrote, "My daughter kept asking her aunt about a birthday cake so persistently that we understood that she was dreaming of a beautiful birthday. We set the table and invited guests. No one could have imagined that this would touch the heart of my daughter so much that she burst into tears of happiness." The photos spread quickly on the internet. The next day, the girl's mother got a message from the local newspaper. The journalists also wanted to congratulate the birthday girl. The family did not object, and the newsmen presented Teus another cake and some children's books. Her mother posted this photo as well, and users started messaging her, offering gifts for her daughter. Complete strangers sent Teus books, toys, clothes, and even money. Beforehand, each asked her mother permission, but the parents decided to accept all the gifts because they themselves lived very poorly and could not be so generous. They had no money, but they had love. Overcoming every difficulty together, the girl's parents believed that everything would be fine and raised their children in love. And love, as you know, can do incredible miracles. It is very easy to make a person happy. In the subway, in a store, on the street, just smile to someone and ask, "How are you?" "Everything is fine," the person will answer, but his soul will become a little brighter. It is not difficult for you to offer just a few words, yet the other person will receive the most valuable thing there is, attention. Do not forget about people in the midst of your daily routine in this modern world. Help others, and it will definitely come back to you. That is all for today, friends. Bye.